Hello, tonight we're going to read Herman's letter. Herman and Henry had been best friends for as long as anyone could remember. From tiddlywinks to climbing trees, they did everything together. They had lots of fun inventing their own games, and they even had a secret club with a secret code and a top-secret handshake. Everything was just perfect. Until Henry had to move away. The two friends were devastated, but they promised to write each other and to stay best friends forever. It wasn't easy for Henry to settle into his new home. He missed Herman so much. As soon as he could, he wrote his first letter. Herman knew he should have felt happy for his friend, but inside he just felt horribly, terribly, awfully jealous. It just wasn't fair. Henry was off making new friends while Herman was left on his own. Herman had meant to write back, but how could he possibly tell Henry how miserable he was? So hours, days, and months passed by, and it was nearly time for Herman to hibernate. He settled down in his comfiest armchair, pulled up a blanket, and was just about to close his eyes when, whoomph, something clattered through the mail slot. It was a letter from his best friend. Herman had never felt so happy. Henry missed him too. He wrote a reply and rushed out through the snow to send it. But he was too late. The post office was closed for winter. Herman groaned. What was he going to do? Then he had a brilliant and daring idea. He would deliver the letter himself. Herman packed a suitcase and set out into the swirling snow. He walked and walked and walked until his cozy home was just a distant memory. He strolled past penguins, tiptoed through caves, and leapt over creaking crevices. Then he climbed and climbed and climbed up steep cliffs and frozen waterfalls, until finally he reached the top of the tallest mountain he had ever seen. Oh, bother. Poor Herman, his journey had just gone from bad to worse. Luckily, Herman was a very resourceful bear. But sometimes things don't go according to plan. Herman bashed his head on a tree trunk, and everything went black. Herman's snoring attracted a lot of attention, but nobody knew quite what to do. Then somebody noticed Herman's letter. It was obvious. What they needed was a mailman. Later that afternoon, Henry was very surprised to receive a strange, snoring box. He was even more surprised when he opened it. Henry read Herman's letter and chuckled. He didn't mind Herman dropping in unannounced. After all, they were best friends. But he had forgotten just how loud Herman's snoring was. Suddenly, spring seemed like a very, very long way away. But when it came, it was amazing. The end. I hope y'all enjoyed. And a special shout out to Charles and William. I love y'all. Good night.